And we are live. Hello, how you doing? I just got word from Mike. He's gonna run a little late. I guess he's having some technical difficulties with his stuff. Tennessee Bushcrafters, what's up, brother? How you doing? Thanks, Mysteries and just Jason. How you doing, Jason? Nice to see you. Hope everybody's holding up there with the weather. Whew. Tell you what, it's been cold out here. It's been really, really bone chilling out in the desert. But let's see what we got going here. Everybody click in. All right. Let me change here. Marie, can you hear me all right? Sounds good? Okay. I got these new uh, earbuds on, so we're just trying to make things a little easier on me. The headphones and all the other stuff, the microphones don't need it. Dude's Kitchen and Grill, what's up, bro? How we doing? Pretty cool up there, Mike, where you're at? I know we've been, I think it's like 40 today. Kind of crazy. I guess everybody's going to get hit hard with it. Mike said he's having trouble I guess, with his internet and whatever turned on, but he's working on it. So we'll get there in a minute. Today, also, after we get done, 8 o'clock. Jason is at Eastern time, but right after we're done here, Jason, just Jason Keto is going to be going live, and he has a lot of good stuff about keto. He's been doing it a while also, um, and he is going to be doing how to stay maintained throughout the holidays. So uh, I'm sure going to be checking in with him and listen to what he has to say because he has a lot of good stuff. Maintains it pretty good. Yep, 8 o'clock. Yes, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we try to keep it to 2 hours or less. What we're doing. Hope everybody's getting ready for the holidays. I tell you what, traffic is completely nuts. And I got to tell you something. I've been noticing that a lot of people wearing masks. A lot of people sick out here. There is a lot of. I went to the doctor's office the other day to pick up some a prescription, and everybody in the office again is wearing masks, and a lot of people coughing and choking, and so something's going up, something's going back around again. So just be careful. Be very careful what you're doing. And I understand we're getting some. I guess Michigan up that way is getting a Charlie and all them. I guess they're going to be getting hammered pretty soon with some, or today, with some real bad storms. So anyway, with that said, I don't know what everybody's plans are if they're staying home or if they're traveling. But if you are, boy, I tell you what, be careful because the traffic out here is crazy. I mean, people just lose their minds. I mean, unbelievable. I watched a guy the other day. He had his right blinker on and turned left. I mean, you talk about. Anyway, I guess the mind is not where exactly where it's supposed to be. You're gonna get one starting tomorrow, Jason said. Up by him, I know it came across here in the past couple nights. When I can't see the mountains out here, that's I know something's going on. Either it's a dust storm or some rain off in the distance. Because I mean, since I lived here, if it has rained significantly 5 or 6 times, it's a lot. So, well, I don't. Hopefully, Mike will be around pretty soon. Um, Today, what we were going to discuss was what happens over the holidays with people who are on any kind of diet or with me, especially keto. I don't go off the reservation per se. I don't indulge in cakes or breads or anything else like that. But I do have to say I started doing a little bit of experimenting a little bit more with like butternut squash and acorn squash and stuff like that, and raises my blood sugar a little bit, but not significantly to where I used to go. I mean, I would have some butternut squash, and it would throw me into a tizzy, probably for about 7 hours. But lately, it's been working out pretty good. I did have a friend of ours send us out some a tiny cake, and I got to be honest with you, I tried a couple pieces. Uh, well, I tell you what, it was really good, but I felt it afterwards, but not as bad. Um, So if you do fall down, if you do have stuff and this and that, you're going to feel it, especially if you're diabetic. Now I'm talking from a diabetic point of view, not just from somebody who was trying to lose weight or staying keto. Reason why I'm doing this is because I'm diabetic. I have very little out there that I can splurge on or whatever. So when I do, I got to make it count. I'm trying to stay off the medications because you just chase your tail. Basically, what we're doing, um, going from one pill to the next pill to the next pill. In fact, I just got one. I when I was said before I was at the doctor's office, I was picking up samples because one of the medications I'm on, I'm in the donut hole right now as a senior, and that excuse me, that has just the donut hole end of it for me is 430 dollars for me to get a 90-day supply. 170, I think it was for um, a 30-day supply, which is actually a 60-day because I take it twice a day. I had to get samples. I just flat out can't afford it. Mike, I believe he sent me a little message a little while ago that he was having technical difficulties and working on it. So I know for a fact he's been having trouble with his internet service. So I don't know if he had any kind of problems with it there. So yeah. So like I was saying, if for me personally, I mean, if you want to eat, you can go full bore. You know, jump off the wagon and go eat whatever you want to eat. But for me, I feel it for days after, and I'm getting too old for that. I don't want to be falling into that mess. So, but anyway, getting back to changing things up a little bit. I started doing a little bit of the Mediterranean, lost a couple pounds. Um, and it seems to be working out all right. Now, when I'm saying Mediterranean, I'm not full bore Mediterranean because of the beans and stuff like that. So I'm adding a little bit more vegetables. Matter of fact, a lot more vegetables than I've had before, and a little bit more different cheeses. Some Greek cheese, goat cheese, a lot of goat cheese and stuff like that. So that seems to be working out pretty good. There he is, Kenny. Kenny Debbie, what's up, Ken? How you doing? The Adventures of Kenny Debbie. Check them out. Also, drop right in keto. It says on here, and it should drop your link. I hope because I had been having some trouble with this lately. The past couple of days, a neighbor of mine who is a content creator also been having trouble with her internet service. So I've been in and out, and it's been crazy. I don't know. And I can't. If anybody who has Windows 10 now, I guess towards the end of the year, they said sometime in February of 2023, they're supposed to be making sure everybody gets transferred over to um, Microsoft 11. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that if they do it. Well, it's going to play hell with me because I'm just getting used to 10. Anyway, so Kenny, how you doing? All right, everything all right? Kenny don't live that far from me, and we get together every chance we can and have some coffee and discuss our YouTube uh, channels. And Kenny's got a great one, really does. Let's see who else we got in here. So what I'm going to start doing is after January, I'm not really sure what day I will let it out. But since I hit my 1,000 and I got my 4,000 watch hours, I am now monetized. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for both of them. So I was shooting for January 8th, but that might be up in the air a little bit. So I will notify everybody and let everybody know. Um, it's going to be for subscribers only, and I'm going to do probably 5 or 6 different giveaways, and it's probably some cash cards. Listen, hey, if I can help somebody throw $10 in their car for gas to go get some decent food, it'll be worth it. So, and I got some other stuff going on right now. Let's see. Doing great. Editing dog. Oh, okay. What's Beetlejuice, right?
Can you put that down?
All right, let's see here. I was gonna hold it back to Mike, but you know what? Let's see, we got 7 in. Hit that thumbs up, please. It helps me out. Yeah, Marie got over 200, and now she's up to 206. And I don't know if anybody out there, creators out there, are you losing any more subscribers? I mean, I lost like 10. I don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing or how they're figuring it out. But I got the crybaby next to me saying she lost another one. I don't know, Marie gets, what are you gonna do? All right, let's see here. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Nancy from our treasured home. Check her out. Please drop keto, write keto in there, get your channel put up on the chat there. Let's see what else is going on. Anybody got any special plans they're going to be doing for Christmas? We're staying home because I don't know if I got allergies or whatever. My one eye is like driving me crazy. So I think it's might be some allergies, some dust flying out yonder there. So, all right, let me wipe it down here. So I don't know if Mike is going to be coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, hey, Jason, if you want to come up, I'm going to drop the link. You want to come up? We'll discuss some of our, or anybody want to come up for that fact. Okay. We drop this down here. And paste. Let's bring it up. Let me go over here to why I'm not up on YouTube. All right, hold on here a minute. YouTube channel. Crank it down, put it up. Mute it. Back to StreamYard. Let me see where I'm at. This thing is pinned to the top on YouTube. I tell you, I log on to a live, and my chat doesn't show up right away. It takes a while for. So if I go on somebody else's live and I put up the chat, it doesn't come up. So right now I just onto my own, and it's not coming up. I don't understand what's going on with this. Crazy. All right, I'll have to pin it later. So, dude, if you're still in there, you want to come up, come up. Me and Mike, we're going to discuss our holiday eating habits and what we do, but being that he's having trouble, I don't know if he's going to make it or not. So, it just opens it up a little bit more. Holiday. My friend Nancy. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yes.
Hi. I have a few minutes I can sneak in and
to the top. Got it.
Say hello.
You pin chat. Got it. I can hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Chat. Let me pin it. Pin message. Okay, there it is. We're good. We're going back on.
There we go.
What's the matter?
It's Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Anastasia. Hello. I can't hear.
Hi.
You know what? I'm gonna have to switch things off here. Hold on.
Hey, hold on.
I can't hear on this thing. When in doubt, jump back to the old ways, right?
That's right.
Let me go.
Can you hear us now?
Settings real quick. Audio. 1 second.
I'm in his live stream.
Oh,
Go close the closet door.
hang on.
Bingo, we're here. How we doing? Nance, how you doing?
We're
Okay.
doing good. I am doing good. How you doing?
Can't complain. Nobody will listen.
That's right.
You ready for that big storm that's heading your way?
I'm always ready for snow. I want a ton of it.
They said that it's not so much the snow that's going to be a problem; it's that it's going to be the wind afterwards.
Yes, the wind is going to be terrible. So, Anastasia and I have been trying to, cover up the windows as much as possible because, these things were built, and we live in a 10 house and rent. They were built in the 80s, so even back then, they didn't technically have to insulate like they should have. So, there's no insulation in the windows. You can just feel the cold coming through them. So, it's like, well, we're going to cover these up.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, they're more or less worried about the electric going down and being so cold that people are going to be in trouble. So that's the bad thing. That's the bad
Yes.
thing.
As far as the heat, us losing power, we haven't during a storm, but who knows this time because the ground is still kind of soft out there. And then with the wind blowing like it is, you just never know.
Well, they were talking like up in Michigan, Indiana, around in there. I guess they're talking like 8 to 12 inches of snow at first, and then and then the wind. I mean, why not? Like they're coming in Friday or tomorrow night or into Saturday. So, oh well. All we do is get around here is we get dust.
Oh my goodness!
The wind blows. You get a little of dust. My eyes are driving me insane. I mean, just I don't know if I got something in there or just dry eye from because it's cold, but it's very dry out. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I say we had my mom and dad's house was built in 1954, so they had those old crank windows.
Uh-huh.
So every winter, I remember my dad would put plastic up at the window and a thick plastic, not thin. It was a thick plastic, and at the bottom we put towels, like bath towels at the bottom to try to keep the cold out.
Yeah.
So this is nothing to me. I guess that's the way we grew up.
My mother used to dress me I got pictures of me when I was a kid. I couldn't move. Arms out like this, gloves on. Yeah. Go ahead, go have a good time.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Long johns and then a pair of pants and your jeans on and then 2 pairs of socks, your boots, and then your like undershirt and a shirt and a sweater and your jacket. Then you had gloves and mittens on top of your gloves.
Then I would tell her I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I seen you the other day. I seen you made hot chocolate.
Oh yes.
That was with the almond milk. The almond milk doesn't bother you at all, huh? The almond.
The almond milk is because Anastasia has the dairy allergy.
Gotcha.
So she cannot have regular milk, regular cheese, nothing. So we use almond milk and Veal Life, Follow Your Heart cheese, and we make our own hot chocolate because the hot chocolate in the store has regular milk. It's powdered milk.
Powdered.
So, but I have had people ask me, can they make it with Splenda or Trivia or Stevia? I'm like, yeah, you could. It's just the same ratio. If you want to use not sugar, but use a sugar substitute, it's just 1 cup per, 1 cup hot cocoa, the cocoa mix to whatever sweetener you want.
I usually would take last year. Matter of fact, last year it threw me into a little bit of a tizzy because I used some monk fruit. I was at the point where I turn around and say, well, why can't I have this or that? So I would get the heavy whipping cream, whipped up some cocoa in it, okay, and then I drop a little cinnamon. Cinnamon always gives me sensation of sweetness.
Right.
Okay, gives you that mind thing. Anyway, But then I added some strawberries and blueberries and stuff like that, and then and that sort of threw me overboard a little bit. Uh, so the almonds, I can't use the almonds. Okay, for some reason it affects me. And we tried coconut flour, but I mean it's just you got to use very little bit because it's still fattening, no matter how you add it up. So, but
Exactly.
but that looked good. That looked really good. See, I can't even have the almond milk because the almond milk is so loaded with sugar.
But see, you can have the regular milk, so make it with regular milk,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
your
yeah.
or whatever your cream or half and half. That would be good. Let's say I used to do half and half.
But but let's not even go there with him. You know what a couple weeks ago, I went to the store, and half was like the cheaper than milk you can get. Okay,
Right.
so I used to use heavy cream all the time. I was getting a half a gallon for $6.49 or whatever it was. That's up to $10.49 now. All
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Yeah, and all of a sudden there was no half and half because everybody was buying half and half. So I was forced to buy it. But then I went over to get some eggs because I get the jumbo eggs. I get a 20 pack. Nancy, I almost had heart failure standing right in front of the egg display. $10.99.
Oh my gosh.
Ten. I said I want to see these chickens that are laying these eggs that are worth $10.99.
Exactly.
I mean, they better be doing a floor show for crying out loud. But yeah, I mean, everything's going up nuts, completely nuts. Gulf Coast, what's up, Charlotte? How you doing?
Oh, I
Well,
know. It's like, what in the world? It's like, nah, we understand what our parents were saying when the gas went up from 25
uh,
cents to 40 cents. So I remember my dad going, 55 cents per gas, per gallon. What? Now, what are they thinking?
I'm old enough to remember I used to pay 29 cents a gallon for gas, and then when I went up to
Mhm.
36 cents, holy crap! I got to get another job
Yeah,
just to,
I
just to
know.
just to drive around. But heck yeah, crazy, complete crazy. But what are you gonna? I mean, it's to the point where we spend. I don't want to sound like the old guy bitching. Man, hold on a minute, get off my lawn. Uh, but but that's what I'm starting to sound like. I'm starting to sound like that every time I come home. Marie goes, "Oh God, here we go again." You know. But Jesus, crying out loud.
I know. But the thing of it is they know we're going to buy it.
Yep, that's it. That's the bottom,
That's,
bottom
that's,
line.
that's the bottom line. They know we need it and they know we're going to buy it.
There
Now, I
was one.
remember in the 90s, we'll do
Go
what?
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I remember in the 90s, I think it was late 90s, that gas went up and it would have been because AOL and all was still new and everything. We had AOL chat online and everything, and went around and everybody got together because it spread from the East Coast to the West Coast. This weekend, and it was a weekend in April, nobody buy gas.
Yeah.
And everybody did not buy gas, and gas prices went down. So, I ain't gonna say who was the president back then, but it was a Republican.
this I don't know who this guy is. But this whole thing is. I mean, they're trying to get back from whatever happened with the pandemic and stuff like that. And I get it. I understand it. We went
Right.
out the other night. We went out to dinner the other night, and this one restaurant we always go to, and I think they raised the prices by $2. So, it was still the
Right.
same as when we first got out here. But there is some problems with it. But there again, all right, to go at, I want to know why the egg, with the chickens. I mean, for crying out loud, you know. And I caught one guy. I caught him red-handed. I loved it. I said, look, the price of this. He says, well, the price of feed went up. I said, that right there says free range. Means they eat off the ground. They didn't eat no feed.
Exactly.
He started humming. I loved it.
Exactly. Because that's what free range means. It means they eat. They don't eat
Free.
the feed except,
Yeah.
Maybe during the winter time, but depends on where they are.
Hi! Where?
Mikey, what's up, bro?
Close the door, please.
Oh, I
What
have
happened?
fried my laptop. I fried
Close the
my
door.
laptop.
Oh no.
Can you hear
Oh
me?
no.
Yeah. Yep. I have fried my laptop.
How in the heck did you do that?
I spilled something on it.
Oh
So
no.
I'm on my tablet.
That tablet don't look
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I got to see about turning up the volume on
Oh,
this thing.
boy.
Hang on.
Hey, but
I'm
you know
going to
what,
make y'all
Mike?
dizzy as hell for a second.
But you know what, though, Mike? Santa Claus is coming in a
What's
couple
that?
days.
Yeah, but I know
Right.
that
You'll believe in Santa
Santa
because you
Claus
just
that.
never know.
Well, no, I
See,
believe in him. I believe in Santa wholeheartedly. The only problem is I don't think
Santa's
Santa's
on
got room in his sleigh for this.
Santa's on a budget.
Yeah.
I was just
Santa's
telling them before. I was saying before I had to go to the cardiologist and get this freaking pill that I'm on. Excuse my French. Okay, that is my end. Okay, 430 for a 90-day supply. Okay, or
holy
100
smokes.
or 160 for a 30-day or 60-day supply, which is twice a day. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I called them up and I said, hey, I need some samples or something. And they said, well, let me see what we can do. So either that, I'll see you in the emergency room, one way or the other. I'm going to see you somewhere.
Yeah.
So they gave me a couple
Yep.
bucks just to get out of the donut hole. And from what I understand now, everything's supposed to be going down after January. So we'll see what the hell happens.
That's what I've heard too. But yeah, I just go to see the cardiologist the first week of January. So
Okay.
it's a Friday. So when I see him and find out what's going on, I will let everybody know.
Yeah, if it comes down,
You
I went
said
to the doctor for this, okay, and I told her that it was on this one medication, Celiquist, and she said, "For how long?" I said, "Since 2016." She said, "Oh no, I'm supposed to be on it that long." Huh, really?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we're gonna have that
isn't that just
discussion when I go
wonderful to
back.
hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So
See what happens.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know who's in the chat. Let's see if I can make it come up here.
Golf course. Granny. Meg's Missionary. Nothing but love.
No.
NBL, what's up? How you doing?
Dude's Kitchen.
Dude's Kitchen and Grills here. Cooking Secrets for Men just popped in.
All right.
I
Good
see
to see
you
everybody.
again.
I can't see anything in the chat. I can't see anything in the chat. It won't let me.
I'll let you know if anybody's cursing at you, Mike.
Okay.
You can see
So,
Matt.
That
yeah,
sounds like a plan.
I am going to do that, Charlie. I am going to check him out because I seen something about that. Yeah, but Mark Cuban has a thing for some kind of cost plan coming up for prescription drugs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the prescription thing, why is things going to go down after the first of the year? What's happened to make that happen?
Because what they did was they raised it through the pandemic. What they did was they did it. They didn't know what was going on with that, so they gave us a almost. It's only supposed to go up a couple cents, a couple pennies. So it went up to 160 or something a month. I think that's what it was, or 170. So they doubled it because they didn't know what was going on with the pandemic and stuff. And then when the next administration came in, they said that it looks like the pandemic, everything was coming back down again. So they decided that this is Social Security did this and Medicare, nobody else. And because to cover the cost of everybody being sick. So now it's supposed to drop down. It's supposed to drop down to like 160, 164 a month or 154 a month. I'm not sure of it, but it is coming down. But everything else is through the roof. I mean, so. And the drug that I'm on, the thing that I'm on, after 20 years, it's supposed to go generic. Okay? Now, the one that I'm on, it's been 24 years since it's been out. So it hasn't gone generic yet. It's a moneymaker.
So nobody's made a generic.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just.
You need to
Anyway.
find you somebody overseas to get it and send it to you.
Well, no, I'm just hammering them. I keep going. I need to take it. I can't get off it. I can't afford it, so somebody's gonna have to give it to me. So I have to go to the doctors. They got boxes and boxes of samples.
Samples.
Free
Mhm.
samples,
So,
yeah.
and so I went and I got 3 weeks worth of samples. Take me in till the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah.
But then I just picked up pills not too long ago, and the other ones that I'm on, I got off all the ones that don't cost me anything. So I mean that really made sense. But now all of a sudden I just picked some up a week or two ago, and thought it was going to carry me over. Now they're saying that them same pills, there's another prescription for them. Something's wrong here. So somebody's not watching the shop. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, and I was like, my son and daughter-in-law, they were like, well, all these doctor's appointments, you were just supposed to go for tests. Because we didn't know. They were kind of like, they're surprised about what's going on. I was like, you're surprised. What do you think about me? I go to the doctor. My heart sounds fine. My blood pressure is fine. All my blood work is fine. Go for an EKG and my heart's not working. My heart is working 15% less than a normal heart. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, I'm like, I'm just shocked as anybody else because this all started because of my back and my hip, and I had degenerative disc disease. But my L5 fused itself to S1. So they're trying to find out neurologically what's going on down there. And my doctor goes, well, have you had this test, this test, this test? Like, no. He goes, get ready, you're going to be busy. So I told him I've always thought I've had MS. So this is the road to find out if I have MS. And then we find out all other things. So I was looking to see, American Heart Association, what you're supposed to eat and everything, all this other stuff and everything. I'm already eating that way.
Yeah. And
There's nothing to change.
and it's funny because, like I said, they're finding out now that everything that they told. I went to a diabetic endocrinologist, okay, and they gave me a diet. I looked at him. I said, "Are you drunk?" And this is not right. This is not what I'm supposed to be eating. You know what I mean? Well, in moderation. Moderation. You're going to put me. Then they put me on insulin. I'm insulin resistant. Okay, so the old ways of doing stuff is just that's crazy. Hey,
Exactly.
Mike, I was saying before to the store the other day, it almost had coronary heart. We go through a lot of eggs. Okay, so I buy a 20-pack of jumbo eggs, and at one point I was paying $6.49. Then it went up $1. Okay, it's $7.49. So a couple of weeks go by, and we had enough. I went to the store, $10.49, brother. $10.49 for 20 eggs. Holy crap! Yeah, and Charlie's going to get a kick out of this one. So normally Christmas Eve I do the 7 fishes. Okay, I've been doing it for years. Well, guess what? This year we're doing 1.5 fish.
Which one's the half?
Well, I'm going to get some clams and some mussels, and I got some shrimp. I already have shrimp. Every time I go shopping, I buy a bag of shrimp. So I always have it in the house. Scallops. Okay, last year I was bitching and moaning about it. Scallops, $59 for a pound.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I said nope. See, back in the day, I'd be on the phone right now. Hey, you need some scallops? Send them out to you.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not just because of the holiday or whatever, but because we had it, and I'm just gonna make some other different stuff. And the way things are going right now, we're gonna switch things up. Because I went that same day when I went to the store to get the eggs, I bought a 5 in a cryovac bag. There's 5 pork cushions, and I got them for $8.49. So pork is on the menu from
Total?
now on, I guess. Total, yeah. And Normally it's 30, 35 bucks. So
Yeah,
I gotta
that's a
adapt.
deal.
So
Because you
it
could,
didn't.
heck, I think you could cut those into chops.
Yeah, you could. It's more
Well,
or less like
to where you could cook them like chops. I mean, like you
yeah.
to
Yeah,
where you
most
could cook them like that.
Yeah, usually they make like boneless ribs out of them. Or, it's basically a roast. You can
Right.
use it for a roast. I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
with it. I tell you, it drives me insane.
I
So
thought you was just telling me. I thought you was trying to be sweet with me.
wait on. It started. It started last night. How's Paige doing? All right.
She's doing good.
Good.
Doing
Good to
good. Past couple of days she's had vertigo, but today she's better. She just before we started, she was in here wrapping presents. So
That's awesome.
for the many granddaughters we have
We,
6 of them.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went last week was my grandson's birthday, so I took him to the Mom Museum and out to dinner. So walking around there, and it's just not what you think it is. I mean, it had a lot of stuff about like prohibition, and then they get into with the drug cartels, and it's really stuff that I didn't really think of that they had was with food. They were actually at one point hijacking food and giving it to people during the Depression. Rather than
wow.
Yeah. So I said, not bad. But also they were dealing with ivory and stuff like that too. The guys were poaching, doing a lot of gator hunting, making gator shoes and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. But it's nuts around here. The traffic is just ridiculous, just completely off the charts. So I told Maria, I said, we got what we need. I'm staying at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all set, I believe.
Yeah. You get Mikey. You're not
pretty
getting
sure
no part
we're
of
all
that storm.
Huh?
You're not getting any part of that storm, and that's staying north, right?
The storm, we're getting a lot of cold air. I don't know about anything else, but we're not getting. I've only heard about cold air so far.
Okay. I'm going to say again too. Also, Jason will be on after us. Jason's coming on 8:00 Eastern, and he's going to be talking tonight about. That's just Jason Keto. He's going to be talking a lot about what happens if trying to stay on track for the holidays, how to avoid it and stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking before. I went off. Somebody I'm friendly with sent me out a Italian cake, two small ones. And I looked at Maria. I said, "Oy, oy, oy." And they were, off the charts good. I had a couple of them. Sugar didn't go up crazy like it normally would have a year or so ago. So yeah,
That's
it was okay.
good.
But I did get a headache. Right after I had it, I got a little bit of a pounding headache, but that went away. It doesn't last as long. That's for sure. So not that I'm going to jump off the wagon, but I got to be careful. Just got to watch. So I'm not. Basically, my problem is not because of weight or feeling I'm going to go back and after I eat put on 100 pounds in 3 days. That's not the case. I'm more worried about my blood sugar and stuff like that. So because it affects everything.
Right. Yeah. I tell you, I totally understand how that is. Paige has to watch out for that because she's with her diabetes, and yeah, I'm healthy as I can be right now. I got went to the doctor today. I was at the doctor this morning, the endocrinologist. I go to the endocrinologist. I'm not diabetic, but I do have a tumor in my brain on my pituitary gland. And so
okay.
It's everything's great with it though.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, my daddy died of a brain tumor, and I was afraid. When they told me I had that, I said, "Oh Lord, my daddy died of a brain tumor." And the doctor told me, he said, "Well, I'll just tell you this right now. We'll get this over with right now. You will die one day, but it won't be from
Yeah,
this."
well,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
See, I like
Yeah.
a straight shooter like that. I like somebody who's going to tell you
Mhm.
square business. You know what I mean? So, my cardiologist, I switched from the cardiologist, regular cardiologist, I switched to the nurse practitioner because I could talk to him. He can understand exactly what I was saying, the whole bit, rather than that 10 minutes sitting there looking through the chart. Okay, continue on. What's going on? Whoa, 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 whoa. I got questions. Okay, so the next time I went, he wasn't there when I got this nurse practitioner. Name is Matt. Great guy. Daddy Dutch, what's up, brother? Cook and Secret Tremendous here. We got who else?
Hey
That's
Charlie, I can't see anybody in the chat, so I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
can't say hi to you.
So
Just know if you come in, hi. Mike
yeah.
says hi if you come in. Mhm.
So this guy started talking to me, man, and that's why I got off a couple different medications. Okay, started with him, and just same thing now. He had told me if you run low on your medication, he's just doing it the whole time. So he knows exactly what the people are going through. He's not, he's not off the charts with just anything else. So he worked it out for me. He really helped out.
See, exactly. And that's what I like about my doctor. And he's
Charlie said he loves
Uh-oh.
you. Tell Mike I love him.
I love you too, Charlie.
Is there something going on here I should know about?
No. It's all above board. It's all above board. We are above the boards.
But let's see here.
Nancy froze.
When I turn around and I go to read something and it things move up on me. So Mike, I've been having trouble. I've been having trouble past couple of days with internet. I mean, pops in and out, goes in and out. Everything's freezing on me, the whole bit. So I thought it was just my computer and stuff like that. But my neighbor called me. She says, She says, damn it, every time I go to post something, she said it blows up. So I said, no. So I've seen the cock truck in and out of here all the time. But so what do you have for Christmas?
Is that the lady that asked you, said, do I need to call the fire department?
No, she's long gone. She's okay. A memory, that one, yeah.
Well, let's see, we're having everybody over here Christmas morning.
Okay.
And
you're doing breakfast then?
I'll be cooking, doing a breakfast, yeah. Well, kind of a brunch breakfast, yeah. It'll all be breakfast food, but yeah, it's a tradition. Everybody comes over here.
Good.
Christmas Eve, my daughter and her family, all of her kids and all will be here. And we'll have them overnight. They'll stay with us and then be here Christmas morning, which that's 5 of the 6 granddaughters. Well, actually, one of them won't be here. She'll be at the other grandparents that night, but she'll be here Christmas morning. And, yeah, so I'm going to have a house full. But you were talking about 10 minutes and all, and the doctor's ready to go, if that much. When my mother was in the hospital, and it was the time that the stay where she passed away during that stay, she was in her room and she had surgery and all for the colon cancer, and the doctor came in and he's standing there talking to her, and the whole time he's talking, he's inching toward the door. And he said, well, and he's right there at the door, and he goes, and he's about to go through the door, and Mother said, where are you going? And he said, well, I'm done. And she said, I'm not. Sit down. And he looked at me, and I said, I'd just sit if I was you. And he said, okay. I said, trust me, if she's got it in her mind you need to sit down, sit down.
I would tell the doctor. I would tell the doctor all the time, let's not hurt each other. Because you're going to say something wrong to me, I mean, you're going to get ugly here. This is ridiculous. But, there again, with the medications and stuff, if you don't push back, okay, same thing with the food right now. You can go political. You can do anything you want with it, but it's not that. It's the people who are selling the food.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Right.
And the other problem is that I'm watching people buy stuff that's day of, sell by dates. Okay. And also watched one store I watched where it was past the sell by date and marked it down twice. Chicken. And I said to the manager, I said, are you nuts? Are you completely nuts?
I'll buy sell by date stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I'll buy the stuff on sale by date because I'll put it in the freezer.
That's right.
And it don't matter. And I'll thaw it out today. I'm going to use it and I'm good to go. But if it's past sale by date, nope. And well, I say I won't. Depends on what it is and what it looks like.
You can tell this stuff is
discolored.
This stuff looked like a '69 metallic Chevy. The color, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had the nerve. They had the nerve to but there again, I mean, come on, Jesus, crying out loud. Threads and Jars, what's up, Morgan? How you doing? Hope you're all ready. Everybody, I hope, is ready for Christmas. We're not doing anything. We're staying home. My daughter has.
That's
to work.
what I was going to ask you. If what you were going to do.
And
she had to work on Thanksgiving Day too.
Yeah, she's mad. She's got to work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. She is not a happy camper.
See, that ain't right.
But
had to work Thanksgiving Day. Had to work both of them. She got to work New Year's too.
So yeah, I think she does, honestly. But here's the problem.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, they don't care, Mike. They don't care. That's the problem. Now, my one grandson, he's not feeling well, so I told her, I said, I don't know, I can't get sick right now, so. But I don't know. There's a lot of people around here walking around with masks. A lot of people sick out here. So the doctor's office was packed with people. So we just might lay low. We might do seven fishes and Spam. I don't know. The Spam is for Festivus. Maybe we'll just switch things.
No, it's spamming. It'll be spamming.
Spamming. You killed me with that one. Project starting taking care of. He's on top of the world.
I'm
Nothing like being on top
I'll
of
do
the
a
world.
breakfast
Morgan.
casserole. Yeah, we'll do a breakfast casserole. My wife usually does it, so I told her, I said, why don't you show Heather, that's our daughter, said, why don't you show her how you do it and make that a mother-daughter project. She can start making it from now on because Paige can still cook. It's just she forgets if she's added this ingredient or not. No, trust me, she wants to. She is a great cook, but she forgets whether she's added this ingredient or that ingredient, and it's like, I don't know whether I put it in there yet. So she's afraid she'll mess it up, make it unedible.
I think Santa Claus is bringing Marie a GPS, so she can find her way back to the kitchen.
I cooked today.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, soup.
Hey, there's something to be said for making soup. Now you can screw that up.
Hey, Mike, it gets to the point we're waiting for the Good, the Bad, the Ugly song to start playing, okay? Because we both look at each other and look at the refrigerator. Who's gonna cook?
Me. Let's see. Which one are you? Are you Eli Wallach, Lee Van Cleef, or
I'm the ugly one. I'm the ugly one.
Okay.
That's for sure. Charlie, I'm going to the store tomorrow, so I'm going to check one more time. It won't be 7 fish, that's for sure. But I do plan on making some shrimp with an anchovy sauce, and also I got some. I bought some muscle meat, so I'm going to try something different with the muscle meat. Already done. Real hard to get fresh clams and stuff out here without paying for the nose. So most of it that you buy, it's already frozen. I've had it before; it's not bad. So just the prices. I mean, $59.
Hey, I'm not a. Oh, that's too high. No,
$59 for scallops for a pound. Okay,
that's ridiculous.
I don't need it that much. No, I'd rather.
I'll buy frozen. I'll buy frozen because it's fine.
Mike, that is frozen.
What?
That's
Man.
It is frozen.
I showed you what I bought. I bought it all in. It was $5.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just like I said before. I told Nancy, I sound like that old guy. Get off my lawn. But that's the way it
Didn't you say you don't have an Aldi out there?
No, I don't have one. No.
See, that's
No Aldi.
Man.
You know, they
Man.
out here. It's some of the stuff you get. It's reasonable. Like I said, I got 5 pork cushions in a cryovac. Okay, $8 and change.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all the pork you buy. I almost bought. I think it was like I forget how many pounds it was. Almost 18, 20 pounds maybe of a full chuck roll. Okay, that was $100, but that ain't bad. I mean, it's a lot of meat. But I said, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait till after the holiday to do that. But I bought that pork and then looking around, and then I went to go get some vegetables and stuff like that. But the only place I can get decent prices on like eggplant and stuff like that is at the Asian store. So, and the fact of the matter is, what's the difference between that from the Asian store than from somebody like Sprouts? Just a markup, basically. That's what it is.
That's it.
So I might go.
That's it.
Tomorrow.
They got it.
I might go tomorrow and see what it is, and at the Asian store, I might pick up some Blue Claws and something different, and give that a shot.
I haven't had crab in I don't know how long.
Now I can't find lump crab meat out here. I can't find lump crab meat out here either.
It's too high. It's too expensive here. Lump crab is.
And then Schoongill, I used to get every year
ridiculous.
for a conch. Schoongill every year, I used to get that. That's $42 a can. So I'm saying, who do they think is buying this stuff? You know what I mean? So, but the only thing that's still half.
Oh man, do I love conch!
I make that with a conch. I'm talking about the Schoongill in the shell. That I would make with a hot sauce. So
okay,
I might make that muscle meat with some Daddy Dutch's hot stuff.
See, I grew up eating conch because when my mama could find it, because she grew up eating conch.
Yep,
and
it's great for you. Really good for you.
Yeah, it's good. It's really tasty. Now it's to me. Now Paige has tried it and she's like, "Yeah, no, I don't want it." You know, and so. Maybe it's just an acquired taste. I don't know because I love it. But then again, I like Vegemite.
Yeah, that's not Vegemite's good too.
I like Vegemite, and it's not bad on carbs. It's really not bad on carbs. It's just I can't find it anymore in the U.S. It's the place I had it. I bought it from my mother. It's dry. That don't have it anymore.
Yeah, you know what I might do too. After the week between Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to go to the Asian market, and I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some whiting, and I'm going to smoke it. I'll drive my neighbor nuts.
Oh,
I love smoked whiting.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'll tell you what. Have you ever had smoked mullet?
Yeah.
I love smoked mullet. Now, people will say mullet's trash fish. Hey, it tastes good. I don't care.
Yeah, I like also mackerel. I smoke mackerel a lot, but I mean I got the smoker out there, just sitting there right now, so it wouldn't be too bad.
No, I don't blame you a bit. I got to get me one. I got it. I found one. I want to do a smoke box
Mm-hmm.
to put on my grill to use in my grill. I
you need.
needed. It's on. I was using the aluminum pans, but it melts the aluminum. The grill does. So
Huh.
I need to get one of those smoke boxes because it's thicker and it won't melt.
I wrap it up in some
But
tinfoil.
I found
Put 'em
one.
in
Yeah, but it's that smoke box I found. It's only like $11, something like that.
Yep, can't go wrong. Nope. Nope.
No,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
so I
Nope.
said, why not? I see you got the old headphones on, so the new ones you still haven't got it figured out.
I can hear. I started out all good, but I couldn't hear Nancy when she came on. I couldn't hear her. Wasn't picking
Son of
up.
a gun.
Yep. So I guess that's not working right.
And it works when you're just using it regularly, and it doesn't work when you're using it on StreamYard.
Yep. Exactly.
That's just wow.
Yep, exactly. So
Must be some kind of thing with StreamYard that makes it not work.
they weren't. I mean, it's like $30 for them headphones. So I mean, they should have worked. It wouldn't. They weren't that cheap to be fooling
Right.
around with.
Yeah.
So I seen your. Everybody's saying hello. Let me go back.
Hello,
here and see.
everybody. I can't see the chat, so hello to everybody.
Mike Dunn blew up his laptop. That's a shame. It
My
really
laptop. Yep.
is.
I got to
Was it
figure
old,
out. I
Mike?
don't know if it's fair. It was about 8 years old, but still worked like a champ.
Yeah.
It's a MacBook Pro. I don't know. I mean, maybe when it dries out, it'll work. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's fried. But then again, we're gonna find out, right?
Yeah. It's the only way to find out.
And I got a repair shop up here, maybe they can fix it. I don't know. We'll see.
What'd you spill on
Maybe
it?
they can go in there and dry it out. Tea, some green tea.
Might make it healthier. Might get rid of some of
Yeah.
the bugs in it. Might get rid of some of the
It's
bugs
getting
in it.
antioxidants. It's getting rid of the It's getting rid of the oxidants because I gave it some antioxidant, but apparently electronics and the antioxidants don't mix.
Maybe if you had some
Who
bugs
knew?
in it.
Oh yeah.
Too funny.
But when I first spilt it, it was on, and I was drying it up as fast as I could, and then all of a sudden, poof, picture was gone, and it won't fire back up now.
What I did was I bought a something to raise the computer up off the keyboard off the table, and that's why I have the laptop on that, just for that reason.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Every once in a while, I just get a little crazy and just throw shit. No.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's
That's that New Jersey coming out, isn't it?
Yep, it sure is. Right.
So did you, when you were going through touring the Mob Museum, did you say, here lies Joey Bag of Donuts? They made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and he refused. And this is what happened.
I tell you what, it was laid out pretty good. I mean, they went through. They actually bring you into an old style from the 20s courtroom,
Mm-hmm.
and you sit down. And they have the different trials and stuff like that. And then they had stuff from the electric chair. They had an electric chair there. Then I never knew that Las Vegas or Nevada actually was one of the first ones to have the gas chamber. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and some guy in 1926 they put this guy to death in there, and I didn't read the whole thing, but it had different movies. You can sit and watch different movies and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. It was good. It had a lot of weapons in there. It had a couple Thompson submachine guns. They had all kinds of stuff. I mean, but here, Mike, here's the way I think. Okay, the parking lot, okay, was $8 for 4 hours. Okay, they say this. Yeah, to see. Yeah, listen, wait a minute, hold on, it gets better. To see the whole Mob Museum, and then down in the basement they have a speakeasy where you get something to eat and have some drinks, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
4 hours for $8. Okay. But it takes almost 6 to 8 hours to see every exhibit and go through each item.
So you got to pay for two versions of it. For two,
$16.
you got to pay $16.
So thank God my grandson takes after his grandfather. He says, "I had enough, Pop. Let's go." Okay, I'm out of here.
There you go. There you go. Good
But it was
boy. I
interesting.
trained you well.
It was interesting. It was good to see. I mean, and like I said, it just wasn't like the same old stuff. I thought it was going to be like the same, but it had a lot of about how Las Vegas first started and how back in the day it was a watering station. That's basically what it was. Stagecoaches and stuff like that would stop here on their way out to California, and it was a big watering hole. Showed them swimming in it, the whole 9 yards. But they were more corrupt back then than when the mob was here. So there was.
Well, the whole reason the mob came is because it was already legal to gamble, so they didn't have to do all that lobbying.
That's right.
And you know, Las Vegas, it existed before the mob.
It was gambling town.
But it wasn't the thing it is now. It became that afterwards.
They would. Hey, Goga, what's up? Yoga with Goga's here. Great guy. Great channel. Everybody, drop in keto. Drop your link. It was said that they had informants that were in the casinos, and whoever started winning, okay, they would go get the sheriff's deputy, okay, and the sheriff's deputy would come and haul these guys into jail because they did something illegal, spit on the floor, whatever it was.
Oh wow!
Okay, and that's how they would get their money back. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was all right though. Anyway, what's up?
Did you ever see the episode of Danny Thomas where he was in jail in Mayberry, and it was the beginning of the Andy Griffith Show?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Where Andy, he's saying, "I want to talk to the judge." He said, "Oh, you come on, you can talk." And he said, and then he pulls out a plaque and sets it in front, and he said, "What?" He said, "I'm the judge." And he goes, "Wait a minute, you're the sheriff." He said, "And I'm the judge. I'm the justice of the peace."
It's basically what it was here. I mean, basically the same thing. They showed the baccarat, you know, when they had with the cage with the dice in it, okay, and they actually had dice there where you could see the drill marks where they loaded the dice. I mean, it's crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, and then they're saying they're showing the watering hole, and it must have been 20 people, I guess, off the stagecoach, whatever, in the watering hole. Okay, and another guy with a ladle filling up a canteen type of thing. You got 40, 50, 20 people in there. Holy moly. Kenny, what's up? Kenny's back. Challenging Kitchen. Rhonda, how you doing? Nice to see you. Kenny's here from The Adventures of Kenny and Debbie and Challenging Kitchen.
Hey, Kenny.
Mike, are you sub to Challenging Kitchen? Rhonda?
Challenging Kitchen?
Yeah.
I don't know that channel. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, check it out. She got good stuff.
I don't know it, but hey, I'll check it out. You never know, right?
Yep. Yeah, she got some
but
good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sitting right around 750 right now in subscribers.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Just over 1,200 hours of toward monetization. So I'm about 3,000 hours still short of that. So monetization ain't gonna come real quick.
I try to set up today. I mean, I don't know, because maybe because I'm getting old or whatever. I don't follow instructions well. Okay, but whenever you're doing anything with YouTube or something like that, if they don't tell you, okay, that this may take a couple days for it to take effect, okay, I'm expecting it to come right up 1, 2, 3. So
right
what
away.
I
Yeah.
set up some merchandise, okay, to sell on there. Why not? Everybody else does it, so what the hell?
Why not?
Coffee mug, thing on there. No, wait
What's
for it
the
to.
worst could happen? Somebody buys something.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to fill out a tax
And it don't
form,
cost you a dime until they buy something.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden fill out a tax form, the whole bit. And I'm saying, is this a scam? All this stuff. So
Yeah, I'm so skeptical with that stuff.
Marie says, well, maybe it is a scam and somebody's trying to get your credit. So Marie, they can have my friggin' credit. I can care less. Go for it. I don't care about that stuff. I mean, but once I got through it, you had to fill out a federal tax form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're selling merch, you got to get the tax. You got income tax. You got to put on there. And anything you do with YouTube, you got to do. So.
But what was the old comedian thing? Said, somebody stole my wife's credit cards. Like the comedian says, somebody stole all my wife's credit cards. Well, did you report them? Not yet. It's actually costing me less money.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, once I go in, then they pop up with this. It's said that I deleted or whatever, something to the effect that I deleted my merchandise. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything to it. I'm trying to trip through this whole thing here. Well, after the last couple things that I had to go through, they put up a video. Oh, this may take some couple days for it to take. Why didn't you say that in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
to set up merchandise, do you have to be monetized?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, you got to be monetized and stuff like that. Now I see some people put on there. You can buy me coffee. I don't know what that's all about, but
it's Alan's got that. I bought Alan some coffee before. It's about it's basically a deal where you click on it. They've set it up with a website, and you click on it, and it takes you over there, and you basically give them a donation, and they've set a price for how many cups of coffee you buy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you get you got a small amount and it builds.
So, and also, like I said, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start on Fridays after the first of the year. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna start. Everybody, I'm gonna have you up, like we normally do, and how we collect, how we got together there, and try to push some people along and just give back to it, But I mean, there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that I'm involved with that, and I got a lot with the homesteading and stuff like that. Okay. A lot of great ideas, a lot of good things, dehydrating. I'm going to get a dehydrator and I'm going to start making my own spices. Okay. Because all the spices went.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, they sure did. They're out the roof.
I mean,
that's why I go to Ollie's. Ollie's has them still at a cheap rate.
So, and there again, just to, something to keep me busy. Keep going on. I could see people that are working. Okay, they don't have the time to do it or whatever. All right, but that's starting to get to the point where just to get food delivered to the house, that cost went up another 10-15%. You know what I mean? So,
my daughter. You'll hear my dog. So he heard something outside. I apologize.
No problem.
Sorry, but she ordered through DoorDash, and the driver, he showed up with the food, and it was half of her order. He had missed all the other half. And
ate it.
and she told she gave him a bad rating, and told DoorDash, and DoorDash canceled her account.
Yeah, they don't get Mike.
Their driver screwed up.
Nobody is accountable no more. You can't get a hold of nobody to call anybody up. That's what Marie says. Calm down. Take it easy. Calm down. And I'm screaming at a robot on the phone. Okay. So, I mean, it don't make any sense. It really don't. So, I mean, to do most of the stuff yourself, cook at home and stuff. I don't see it. I think people need to get more involved in it. Matter of fact, that's what a lot of the homesteaders and a lot of the preppers and stuff like that. And when I say preppers, they're not prepping for doomsday. They're prepping in case something goes wrong. Like, for instance, what's happening up now in Michigan, up and through there with that bad storm coming through.
Right.
By the looks,
there's a lot of ways to prep. But
by the looks of it, they're going to be
prep
down
for a lot of things.
Yeah. So
you know, just because you're a prepper, it doesn't make you a doomsday prepper.
Exactly. I mean, I did that one.
I prep.
Yeah, I did that one challenge, and they said we got to use stuff. Got to use stuff from your pantry. Whoa.
Yeah.
What can I make? Let's see. In my pantry, there's wax paper, there's aluminum foil. I don't know. You know what I mean? But
well, I'll say, okay, my freezer is my pantry.
Yeah. Now, see, I know for a fact, Tennessee Bushcrafters. Okay, I know for a fact that he does a lot of dehydrating too, and also I know that he's a forger from mushrooms and stuff. So
yes,
I'll be leaning on him because I am going to get a dehydrator. I will get one because that to me, a lot of different things you can do with it. I mean, I use, I'll buy. Of course, I'm getting old because I don't have the patience anymore. But I'll buy already done peeled garlic. Okay, and I'll take it and I'll put it in a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and then I'll put it in a vacuum sealed bag and put it in the freezer. And I'll take it out and use it accordingly. I'll take so much out, reseal it again. What I got to do. So that if I can take some and dehydrate it, same thing, and then just rehydrate it later on. Ginger from Not For Nothing Homestead, and I believe also Granny Gulf Coast Granny Charlotte also dehydrates tomatoes and makes tomato powder.
See, that's a big deal. That's a big thing. Tomato powder. That's a huge thing.
Yeah. So
you know,
I mean, even with the peppers and stuff. I mean, come on. You know, that's a big to do.
Right.
She works in the house. Hello,
when
how you doing?
You buy dehydrated mushrooms, I know.
Just shiitakes.
From the how do you reconstitute them before you use?
Yes.
How do you do it?
I put them in water.
I've never dealt with dehydrated mushrooms. I'm not sure how you would reconstitute them.
Yeah, I put them right back into water again. You know, press them down into the water, let them hydrate, probably for a little bit, and then. But I tell you what, I'll take them and I'll put them in soups without hydrating. Naturally, they're going to get hydrated in.
They'll hydrate in the soup.
You know, cut it up and stuff like that. Some sauces they'll rehydrate too. The only bad thing with the shiitakes doing it that way is sometimes the stems are really, really tough. So most of the time I'll pop the stem off. And,
pop the stem off, right?
And I'll do it that way. But also I would like to look into doing some portobello mushrooms, dehydrate them.
Okay. Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, come on. Even this Oriental store, this one store, I'm sure that one you have up there, that one is huge. And I'm sure they have a lot of dehydrated fish and stuff like that also.
They do. And they don't, it's not there are a lot bigger ones. If you go over to the Chambly area where where the Asian population is bigger, you'll find a whole lot more stores that are bigger and better selection than that store. And that store's got a great selection.
And Mike, you know what cracks me up is the prices are a big difference between our conventional stores.
Oh, huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference. Now, things like canned goods and all, they're going to be fairly consistent with the regular stores. But other stuff, man, you'll pay a whole lot less there than you will in the regular store.
Yeah. Now, Morgan from Threads and Jars, she even dehydrates her leftover soup broths. And dries them up. So you talk about better. You talk about better than bouillon. You can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes.
There you go.
In a bowl of water, depending on the shrooms, to do the shrooms. The time I have nothing but time on my hands, and like I said to Marie, I always wanted to do it. I was never much on
Right.
canning. Okay, on canning things. I was never much on that, but I'm a big deal on buying bulk with the vegetables. And I did six eggplant the other day, and I grilled them on my grill. Just put marks on them, got them halfway done, packed them, put them in the freezer. So when I want to do, when I feel like having some of that, I just take them out and then they're ready to go. They're partially cooked, so running them through one more time is not going to hurt. But I see the handwriting on the wall, because you know what? For us seniors, okay, things are not going to get easier.
No, they don't get harder.
Yeah, and with fixed income and stuff like that, and the prices, the way things are going up. My God, this is no lie. When I lived in Florida, I lived in Hudson, Florida, okay, and not that far from us, we were right on the Gulf, beach town. Actually a fishing town. Basically, there's really no beach there. Further south was where the beaches were on the Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a large population of not homeless, but people who were living on the edge. Okay, there were some places there for seniors and stuff that was not really well desired. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
And they had a thing in the store, and I asked this one lady, "Why do you keep asking?" I watched a couple people that had dog food or cat food, bunch of cat food and stuff. And she said, "We're instructed by the county commissioner to ask these people what the name of the cat was that they have. How many cats do you have, and what's their names?" She said, if they come up with some kind of crazy name or they didn't come up with anything, that's a clear indication that they're eating cat food for their food. Because you can get 10 cans for 50 cents. Or
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I said, really? Are you kidding me? And sure enough, every time I went in there and somebody was getting this one lady in particular, and I don't know if she ever mentioned a cat or whatever like that, but that stuck out in my mind. How crazy is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's
I don't
wild.
I don't see it getting any easier. So, but squash,
man, see that's
that's
I
scary.
think I don't like income tax. I don't like income tax at all. I think it's a bad tax. I think it needs to be a national sales tax, period. And there's no tax on food and medicine. Essentials of life, there's no tax.
Exactly.
So, and
hey, Nicole.
Then, I have you hear about
hey, Jonesy.
Like people have to pay tax. They save their money into a 401k and they draw out over a period of time.
Yeah.
And you have to pay taxes on that. And
twice or three times.
That ain't right. Right. Yeah. That ain't right. Retirement income, even if it's from an account that you save money in, should not be taxed.
Some places they tax you twice on it because of the state income tax that they have, plus federal income tax you got to pay.
Right.
So you got to pay taxes. That's why out here there's no income tax. That's why I'm going to tell you something else. Out here, every year, because I have a newer car, and it's not that new anymore. Okay, but being that my car is new and I didn't pay for it out here, I didn't buy it out here. My tags for the car renewal every year is over $300. Because there's no income.
See, that's the way it used to be for us here in Georgia, but it stopped because they did away with the ad valorem tax. Excuse me, because they had when you bought your car, if you bought it used or you bought it new, they figured taxes into the purchase of the car, and you just pay the tag fee every year, nothing else. Which I think is ridiculous that you even have to pay that. So, it's just.
I'm just wondering
because it's all.
I know one time in Florida, I think there was some kind of food tax also. That they were over certain parts, certain things of foods were taxed. Okay, I mean, come on.
Hotels and motels, they got a special tax.
Yeah. There's Moon over Miami. What's up, buddy? How you doing? That you see, that's the thing. I mean, it's getting harder and harder to make ends meet. It's getting harder and harder.
Yes.
How do you stay healthy? Okay. If you cannot buy stuff that's supposed to be good for you. Okay. Now, like
Right.
TN just said, he does been doing it a long time. He'll take some stuff and dehydrate down to where the sugar is concentrated or non-existing, I guess, or it's still there. No, watch out, sugar.
When you dehydrate some things, it intensifies the sugar content. Like fruit, there's more sugar, it's a higher sugar content with like dried fruit than there is with the regular fruit that you eat. If you eat it just plain.
Now I know for a fact if you take tomatoes, okay, that's basically why they cook tomatoes a long time, okay, because the more you get to that caramelized state, okay, and actually the carbohydrates go down in it. So I can see, but you know what? It's getting to the point now, Mike, that even to get, I seen grapes, okay, not to be Marie gets them once. I get them from Marie once in a while. I had a couple almost threw me in a tizzy, but $9 a pound for grapes. Are you nuts? I don't get it. I just
I ain't paying that. I ain't paying it.
Yeah.
So, I'll do without. Which I don't eat grapes anyway, but if I did, I'd do without. I'm not paying it.
See, the way I eat grapes is in a glass with a few ice cubes. That's where I have my grape.
You prefer your grapes crushed?
Yeah, a lot. Now, squeezed. I like them squeezed, not shaken. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna see.
Yes, I would like.
I seen some people the other night were talking about to make the investment and buy some indoor lighting for your own grow, little cherry tomatoes and stuff like that, just to get by with it. I mean, yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look at Mike's Chaotic Garden.
Great guy.
He does hydroponic gardening. Hydroponic gardening.
Yep.
I mean, hey.
So does Tennessee.
The only hydroponic gardening I've seen was for, that was the only kind I'd seen.
And they're still bitching and moaning about that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got to tell you, something that struck me really good with New York when I was there. They have made pot legal and plastic bags illegal.
Yeah.
So now you can have the pot, but the bag you carrying it in is going to get you put in jail.
Mike, where I live, pot is legal. They got stores all over the place. No place to smoke it. You can't smoke it in public. Where I live, you can't smoke nothing. That's why I'm worried that they're going to give me a hard time when I smoke some fish. But no smoke whatsoever where I live. There's no smoking nowhere. Okay. So now they said, what are you doing here? So now they did a couple pilot things where, because you can't smoke in some hotel rooms, you can't smoke in. Funny thing, you can't smoke. You can smoke all you want, not pot, but you can smoke cigarettes in the casinos. Okay. But you can't smoke in the hotel rooms.
Right. You walk through the casinos, you got a cloud of smoke coming in with you.
We went, I guess last week we went for a little bit, and then we went out to get something to eat. I couldn't stand it. I mean, I could not stand it. I mean, the cigarette smoke was just ridiculous. And they give you this thing, you have your card, wherever you go, you get your card, and you get little perks here and there. But they had a survey. Once they did my card, they sent me a survey on the phone to fill out. And I went through everything. Poor. Why are you giving it such a bad rating? Because the cigarette smokes, man. You're crazy. You're out of your mind. So I don't know if that's ever going to change, but good God.
Probably not.
It's horrible.
Probably not, because you're going to have smoke. No, I don't care what happens. You're going to have smokers.
Yeah. 805. What's up, bro?
Hey, Jorge.
Keto. Drop in keto, please. Yeah, I mean, so they opened up this couple places where you can go. It's almost like a hookah bar, where you go in and or cigar bar type of thing, where you go in and
Mhm.
smoke your stuff and everything like that. And I got to tell you, when we first came out here, I was having so much trouble walking and stuff before I started back on the keto again. I tried some of the CBD, and I tell you what, gave me some relief, really did. But then some of the
I use
oil,
CBD.
yeah, some
I
of the
use
oils
the-
I
the-
did to smoke, it just made me want to smoke more or do something crazy. So I stopped
I do
doing
the
it.
CBD. I do the lotions and things like that for certain things. They work.
Yeah. Once I went hardcore
They
with,
work.
with the keto,
I got a buddy who got some and he put it on his shoulder. He said, "Man, it helps my shoulder so much."
yep. But Mike, that went through the roof also.
Yeah.
Then prices went nuts. I mean,
Yep.
completely nuts. So yeah, I
It
mean,
did.
I don't know how they're figuring things out or why they're doing it, but the food is ridiculous. I mean, just to try to maintain what we eat, okay, is over the top. And I don't want to keep bragging
Yeah,
about
I don't
that.
know. I don't want extravagant stuff. I just want to have stuff that I can use to get by with,
Now
I don't need
I
extravagance.
seen in the one store I went to. Now I seen I think it was 16-pound full brisket choice, but it was like $30. That finally came down. But chicken, I mean, even chicken went up and stuff. So I don't know how they plan on helping anybody, but I don't know.
I Aldi, when I was shopping in there, and I think I used my last pack of it already, but I bought several things of ground pork. It's just pork. It's not sausage. It's ground pork.
Yep.
Because it was really cheap.
That's why
it was half the price of ground beef.
Yes, I mean, Marie tonight made
so I figured, why not?
Like Italian wedding soup, and only with little meatballs in it. Okay, and it's delicious. I mean, but I grind
love
all
that
my
soup.
own
It's
stuff.
great.
I grind all my own stuff up, so I'll go. My video that was out today. Okay, that was, I think it was $13, and I went in there and I got 3 or 4 Boston butts in the freezer. I got a couple picnics that I'm going to use, and so being that they're already in the freezer, when I take them out, I got to use the whole thing right away. But this stuff I bought, and I said, you know what? I'll make some sausage out of it. I cut them into some steaks. I cube some up, and I just that's what keeps me busy. Okay. And that's what I got to keep on doing. That's what I know Jason's going to come up a little while tonight, and he's going to talk about on his channel. I urge everybody to go over after this at 8:00 to go see just Jason.
Yes, please
Keto.
do. Jason's got. Speaking of him, that video he did with the 3 things, great things to have in your kitchen.
Yeah,
I completely agree on all 3. I have all 3, and I love them all.
It's nice. It's nice to have somebody that you talk to and knows you can relate back and forth what's going on. It might have different ideas about things, but no,
Right.
he's got a great channel.
Anybody who's got a channel that is into low carb keto type stuff, I learned something from everyone I've been to.
Yeah, Mike, I had 3 or 4 people tell me, why don't you change your name? Get out of that keto. Stop the keto stuff. Okay. You could do better, with a channel. That's not why I'm here. That's not what I'm about.
Not
right
either.
Here.
I'm here to help people that are trying to get healthy, want to get healthy.
That keto brought me full circle. I don't know where the hell I'd be, honestly.
Me
hey,
too.
Christy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Drop keto.
too.
Type in keto. Drop your link, everybody. The sad part about it
is
that
everybody in the chat, I cannot see the comments. I can't see anything in the chat. So Mike says hi. Sorry, I can't see him. I'm on my tablet.
Let's see. We got one person here.
Because
says,
I fried my laptop.
I won't say that. Scratch that one. Another person says, "Tell Mike he's no good." Nope, let's scratch that one. We don't want to say that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time I've been told things like that. Won't be the last either, I'm sure.
Hey, Trumpet, what's up, bro?
Trumpet Master.
Let's see.
Good to see you, Louise.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does their own thing, and this and that. And no matter how you add it up, we all got to eat. So that's gonna be my theme in after January. I'm going to turn around and everybody that I'm sub to, I'm going to contact them. I'm going to send them an email and say, hey, look, on Friday for 1 hour, I want you to come up and discuss how we met, what you do, okay, how things are working, this and that. A lot of the barbecue guys, if you stop and think about it, okay, a lot of people that you don't really think about. I mean, you think about them, but you don't really. How can I put it? Yeah, I know that guy. How you doing? No, I want to get back to that. I'm going to get everybody back involved again. You know.
Right. Well, I mean, there's so many ways that, like, you know.
Yes, I can. 805.
Carnivore, the barbecue folks. You know that there's so many crossovers between keto and those carnivore and the barbecue people. It's not even funny. There, I mean, really a lot of crossovers.
The funny part about it is that we all eat, no matter what. You know what I mean? And
everybody got to eat.
Yeah, and even with the keto lifestyle, that's what I call it, lifestyle. To me, it's not a.
I don't call it a diet. It's a way of eating. It's not a diet. It's a way of eating. It's a lifestyle. It's how you choose to put nutrients in your body.
Devil Dog, what's up? Devil Dog's in the house. Devil Dog, drop keto.
Hey, Devil Dog.
Drop your link. I have one person tell me, well, you gave up bread, so I can't give up bread and this and that. Okay, whatever. But you don't have to. Limit it. Okay. And when you go see the doctor and you walk in, and you're still smoking, well, maybe you better cut back on it. I can't give up my cigarettes. Well,
right.
I know an Undertaker will be shoving cotton up your ass and tying your shoelaces too. So, I mean, if that's the route you want to go. So, I mean, but it don't make any sense. It doesn't make it. I was told one thing, okay? With cancer and stuff like that, get your life in order. Get all your stuff in order. Because I don't see a good ending coming from this. You have to tell me twice. Okay.
I agree.
What do I got to do? Then flip-flopped with that a little bit, and they moved out here, broke my other leg. I said, what the hell am I doing? So before my time, I was walking around with cane, had a little cart, the whole 9 yards. So guess what? Time to change. I did my thing in the
Tommy
day.
Ain't got no cane, ain't got no cart.
Yeah, nah, exactly. I ain't got no damn cart. That thing I packed up. But yeah, it's you'll
I
feel
saw this guy.
Go ahead, Mike.
He was wearing a NASCAR shirt, and he was in one of those carts, and he was in the Kroger, and he was riding it through there. And they travel at like the speed of smell, and he's I looked down and I said, don't you want to just soup one of these things up? And he goes, yes. And I said, I think we ought to get one and take it and soup it up. And he goes, I'm in. I said, we can make left turns all around the store.
When I lived in Florida, me and Maria had a golf cart. Okay. And we used to go for a nightly ride, have a cocktail, have music playing. And we go riding up and down through where we lived, right? Palm trees, nice cool breeze blowing, right? And I don't know what happened, but this freaking golf cart all of a sudden took off like a bottle rocket. Okay. I turned the key off and it kept on going. And you got to picture this. Okay. I'm passing cars, stepping on the brake, and this thing won't stop. Yes, Marie. Come around the corner. Somebody's going, hey, Tommy, where you going? I'm like this. When we got back to where my house was, I actually had to slam on the brakes. Okay. I mean, it sounded like a massive car accident was going to happen, and wedged up against a palm tree. and them tires kept on going. My neighbor, my neighbor was a volunteer fireman from Ohio, and we used to call him Fire Marshal Bill. He come running out with the big fire extinguisher, and I lifted up the seat, and this bad boy was on fire, brother. Some wires were cooking or
Oh,
something. and
wow.
this thing went nuts. But it was
fused together and it kept the throttle open.
Yeah, this thing, I mean, we laughed like hell. So then when I called the company, I said, and I was out of my mind. I was livid. So the next day I called the company, the guy come out. I got to come out and see this. He said, did it catch on fire? Marine went, come back here, because I was ready to go hit this thing. What do you, did it catch on fire? I had blisters on my butt from the seat. But yeah, that was quite the thing. Yeah, so them little carts, you can play with them a little bit, I think.
Well, I actually knew a guy when I was policing early on in police work, who he was paralyzed from the waist down, and he had a motorized wheelchair. He had a regular one, but he had a motorized one too. And
there you go.
And he would ride around his house in it, but he made him one. He made his own wheelchair. He was a mechanic by trade. And he made his own wheelchair with it powered, and I swear to you, he could get up to 45 miles an hour on that thing.
Oh yeah, they
in the street. And he would go to the Kroger. He'd go to the Kroger in this thing, and he got caught shoplifting there. And I'm riding down the street, and he's riding down the street, and he's got meat, holding the meat, and he is booking it. And I'm beside him, and I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I ain't stopping." I said, "You don't have to. I know where you live." Because he did work on my car. And I said, "Will you just pull over?" He said, "Fine." He pulled over. I said, "What are you doing? Why?" He said, "I got to eat, and I don't have any money. And this stuff costs too much, and so I got it. I'm going to cook it up." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Come on, let's go back to the store." So we get back to the store, and he tells the guy there, the manager that was at the Kroger, the story. And the manager says, "You just don't have the money to buy it?" And he goes, "No, I don't." And he goes, and he tells him, he says, "Tell you what, if you don't mind getting expired meat, you come up here on this day every week, and I'll give you the stuff that expired that day, that is it's going out, and you'll get it." And he said, "But it's not expired at that point, but we're going to have to throw it away because it'll be out of date. As soon as midnight rolls around, it's going in the dumpster."
That's right.
"And so we'll give you that meat." And the guy says, "All right, I can do that. I can do that." And so he says, "Tell you what I'll do." He said, "I'll come up here once a week, and your carts that giving you problems, I'll fix them." Meaning the shopping carts, the buggies.
Yeah, right.
And he says, "I'll work on them." He said, "I'm a mechanic." And he said, "That Kroger, you always get one with a bad wheel. There ain't none of them wheels bad on none of them carts. He worked on them all, and they rolled like greased lightning through that store."
Yeah, nice. That's all it takes. A little bit of help one another. You know what I mean?
Right. And he and the manager, they loved each other after that day.
I screamed at the guy that sold me the golf cart, but he brought me another one. They gave me a new one. And that was the one I turned into a rolling barbecue.
There you go.
Like on the weekend, I showed you. You seen pictures of them. I had. I would do hot dogs on the back of that. We'd grill burgers all down by the pool. Everybody around playing music, whatever. And I just couldn't get the chef out of me to just keep on cooking. So Marie says to me, "What are you doing?" Because I had a big umbrella that went onto the side of it. Had lights, so I could do it at night, cook at night and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that.
Yeah. Can't do it around here because, what are you looking at?
Oh, they'll be charged you with some ordinance violation.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, but we're gonna mold through Christmas. I mean, just gonna treat it like every other day. I mean, with the kids, one guy's sick, so we're just gonna hang out. Basically, I'm not gonna do too much. I was planning on Christmas Eve. I was gonna plan doing a live cook, but it's not going to happen if I'm not going to buy too much of the stuff. I just can't believe the prices. It really is ridiculous. What they're
Man,
doing.
I thought about a live cook. I know Lee over at Smoking Bears, he does it. And he does a great job with it. Now, this past Sunday, they were having a family Christmas party type thing.
Who's that
a
again,
lot
Mike?
of fun to watch. Lee over at Smoking Bears.
Oh, yeah. He does it every Sunday. He does one every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which he said he announced. He said won't be here until after New Year's. He said come back after the weekend after New Year's and we'll be starting again. But they had a family Christmas get together, and they were doing like little. It was good. It was really fun. It was fun to watch. I enjoyed that.
It gets the kids involved on it, and that's what it's all about.
I love
really.
it when the kids get involved in the kitchen.
Yep.
When the kids are involved in the kitchen, you can't lose. That's a winning combination right there.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Because you got to teach them. You got to teach them. Start them out young. I mean, I tried it. My son and my daughter, I tried to get both of them in the kitchen. My son loved it. He was in there with me. He'd work with me, and he learned a lot. My daughter didn't want anything to do with it. Now, today, she has become quite a good cook, but she did it on her own.
Mm-hmm.
And he is an excellent cook also, and he did it through cooking with me. Both of them got there just in different ways.
Marie knows how to rattle the pots and pans in the kitchen. She knows slouch with that whatsoever. My daughter, she can cook too. My daughter, I had her in a restaurant when she was 14 years old, bussing tables and stuff like that.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And then she would come in, in and out of the kitchen. She knew what was going on. And then it was. Let me tell you something. I don't care what you cook. Okay, fire. Somebody said something today. Somebody put something up. I'd like to try that or this and that. I said, all you need is some pork, fire, and a sharp knife. Go to town, brother.
Yeah, it'll work.
So Mike, what's Santa Claus going to bring you?
I'm hoping a new laptop. But that ain't happening. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm maybe at least get this one where it works again, because when it comes to doing stuff on YouTube, I don't know how to do it on here.
I
can't load on here. I don't know how to.
Somebody said to me the other night, why don't you come up? I said, my computer, for the past week between the internet company, okay, and my computer trying to get me to go to Windows 11, okay. Every time I turn my computer on, it's rebooting, okay. Your computer is good enough to go on Windows. I don't want Windows 11, and it just keeps so for me to turn my computer on would take me a long time. So somebody says, well, can't you go live, use your phone? Don't know how. And if I do, I can't. I mean, I get so much feedback.
I can't see the chat.
Yeah.
And you can't see the chat. Because I can't see the chat here now. And I'm on my tablet.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know. It's a real aggravation. I wonder if I put it on here. If I I've got it on turned sideways. I wonder if I turn it this way. No, because I got it plugged in charger because its battery's low. If I don't leave it plugged in, you'll be carrying the show.
Morgan said, "Keto Mike, Google how to use your phone on for it, to go live."
Yeah, I'll try to do that, Morgan.
Now,
Google is my friend. I'll figure it out until I get this laptop fixed. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and the only problem I have with it is that I can go on StreamYard with it, but I don't know how to shut off YouTube on my phone because I'm getting feedback from somewhere. Even if I put the earbuds in with the microphone, it's still getting feedback or really crazy sounding. So
yeah, That makes sense. I can believe that.
Yeah. I don't know, but other
Wow.
than that.
So
we
y'all are just
are-
gonna be hanging out there at the house.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. We're just going to, like I said, my daughter's working. I'll see him when she's off Monday and Tuesday, whatever. So it's not that big of a deal. And you know what? And the boys are older now. They're not like little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
hello, how you doing? Whatever, and then see them for a little bit, and off they go. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Alan's
I
in the
got
house.
one
What's up, Alan?
granddaughter that's still young. Hey, Alan. I got one granddaughter that's still young. She's 6, and so then the rest of them want to be 12 in January, and then there's 14, about to be 19, 21, and 23. So
Oh man,
I got one little one left, and that's it.
they well, the one guy's 14. I mean, but yeah. The gifts are very easy for them right now because all it is a cash envelope with cash in it. That's it. So
Here, go have fun.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
and the older guy, he's going to be 21, so really don't have too much to do too much. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's basically it.
You want to have with my granddaughters, you buy them an Amazon card and tell them, here it is. They're happy as they can be. They love Amazon.
Yeah. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline said he uses his phone for everything, Mike. Everything.
See, I got the iPhone, so I got to Google it for just the iPhone to see what it says. But I'll figure it out until I get this thing working again, either with a new one or something else. I don't want a new one. I want this one because a new one costs too much.
I'm gonna do a mail call in a little while when we get done here. I did it yesterday, but I must have. This new camera I got is so touchy. You just touch something on the back of that screen, okay? So I shot the video. Boy, I could have bit bullets yesterday. I did the whole video, but what it did was it shot each segment in 15-second segments. Hi,
man, like time lapse almost.
Yeah, only it was normal, but 15 seconds worth. Great for a short.
Right. Yeah.
I did it a couple times and made a couple of them. Then the battery was going low, so it wouldn't record at all. It just was a mess. And like I said to Maria, you know what? It's just not meant to be. I'm not going to get aggravated. I'm not going to let this get to be a pain in the butt for me to do anything. So I'll just leave it alone. So I'll do it later, and that's it.
There you go.
Too much.
Well, it's life. I screwed this up. It's my fault. Ain't nobody but me at fault for doing this.
I know. It's horrible when you do that. I mean, when I dropped my camera, I was just going to slip into something new. I was going to start making different angles or play with it anyway. And I dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it boom. Okay. Well, remember I tell you how good the warranty and everything was? Well, over in China right now, they must be shut there. They're on a shutdown. Nobody's allowed to go to work. So
you're just SOL.
Well, what I did was I turned around and I got a hold of Amazon and we went back and forth with that. I said, you're representing the company. I don't care if they can't go to work over there. I got a problem here. I'm not in China. I'm here in the United States. Well, she gave me a whole bunch of discounts and everything like that. So I got the camera for like $40. So she said, they will get back to you. They will get back to you. It's okay. Not a problem. Yeah. Too much.
Well, it's just a question of when. Might be June-Vember.
Oh man. Christmas Day, what are you cooking? Anything special or just doing a breakfast?
Just a breakfast. 2 of the grandkids my daughter's going down into a place with her boyfriend down to his parents on Christmas Day. So 2 of them might stay here for Christmas night we'll see. I don't know. Depends on if they want to go or not. If they want to stay here, fine. If they don't want to, fine. But so I'll and they're both picky eaters. They're about the only thing you can get them that you can guarantee they're going to eat: mac and cheese.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Loki,
I'm
what's
like,
up? Loki
man,
traveling. Loki traveling.
it's so we'll see. That's the gonna be 12 and the 14-year-old. So if they're here, I'll figure out something and make it. They like chicken nuggets. They love that. Now here's the thing: the 14-year-old, she loves cheese and she loves burgers, but she don't want a cheeseburger.
You can't make it up. You just can't make that kind of stuff.
No.
Raquel, how you doing?
said,
Raquel's in the house.
Hey, Raquel. I tell her, Cassie. You like cheese and you like burgers. What's wrong with a cheeseburger? The two just don't go together. You know.
we go to this place in it's called Bootleggers here. Okay, it's off the strip, but it's been here since the 40s. Okay, Sinatra and all them guys used to, after they get done with the shows, used to go to this place, and it's still going on. As a matter of fact, the woman who was the last survivor and owner of it, she just passed. She was 96 years old. Okay, still going strong.
Oh wow, God rest her soul.
Yeah, still going strong in the place. But I mean, the place is well known for its Italian food and stuff like that. So I bring my grandson there for his birthday. Come on, just me and him. Marie stayed home. She said, "You just need alone time with him." I said, "Okay." So we went, like I said, went to the museum. First, we stopped at IHOP, and he said, "Pop, you can't eat here. What are you going to eat here? You're keto. You can." I said, "I can have scrambled eggs and bacon."
Scrambled eggs.
Yep. So I had scrambled eggs and bacon, coffee. And Mike, the coffee, for some reason, was delicious. I mean, it just tasted really good. Anyway, he gets the breakfast combo, which was scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, and pancakes. He's looking at me and he's saying, "I don't want to eat in front of you, Pop. I don't want you. Eat the damn pancakes, for crying out loud.
Eat it. It ain't gonna bother me. Eat it."
Yeah. So we get done there. We go to Mob Museum. We get done with that. And I said, there was the neon. They have the neon museum and also have the pinball machine. He didn't want to go no more. I'm done, Pop. I had enough. So, okay, come on. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. I said, let's go eat. So we go to this place.
He's breathing. He's a teenager, and he's hungry.
Yeah, exactly. So it's known for its meatballs. Worldwide for its meat. We sit down, and the waiter says, I said, it's his birthday, whatever he wants, blah, 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 blah. He said, I'll have the spaghetti and the meatballs. They come out with this meatballs, one big meatball about that big on the plate. Well, that's a big meatball. So he was focused. We had appetizers, the whole bit with it. So I said to him, we get into the car. I says, how'd you like that meatball? He said, Pop, I wasn't that impressed with it. I wasn't impressed with it. You just turned 14. What the hell do you know about meatballs, for crying out loud? I just wasn't that impressed with it.
Wow.
Okay. He's got a strong way of looking at things right now. So, but it made me laugh. I just, holy moly. But I go to that place that they know that I'm doing keto. So I'll get a chicken dish, and they'll either load me up like broccoli or spinach or something like that. And food was good. But see, there again, some of the restaurants you go to, the prices are fine. They haven't raised their prices because they know if they do, they're out of business.
Right.
So yeah, so it worked out pretty cool.
That's true. They got it. As long as they can make their overhead, that's really what they want to try and do right now until things get a little more regulated.
Yeah. But this one place over here, that steakhouse and stuff, I thought for sure they're going to go through the roof because of the price of beef. They only raised it like $2. So
that's not bad. That's
not bad at all.
That's man. You know, I we don't go to restaurants that much. It's rare. What we do a lot of times when we want to eat out, we we'll just go to Waffle House and get scrambled eggs and bacon like you did at IHOP
Yep, exactly.
and just enjoy it. And
Yeah.
like for our anniversary last week, we went to a place called Three Blind Mice, which is near us. And
Okay.
it was keto. They had keto stuff. We were good. They had Paige got the salmon, and it had it came with cauliflower puree, basically cauliflower mash.
Right.
And it was very tasty, very flavorful, and she got a side of asparagus. Nothing wrong with that meal.
Can't go wrong.
I
There it is.
had a fillet, right, and I had a fillet, and the side was asparagus. The fillet had a hollandaise sauce on it.
Yeah, that's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing. And we had an appetizer, and they had stuffed mushrooms, and I said, "What are you stuffing with?" And they said, "It's ground, it's sausage, it's cooked up, and cheese." And I said, "That's it." They said, "That's it."
There you
I
go.
said, "Well, let's do it." I said, "Y'all don't put any breadcrumbs in there?" Or no.
Yeah.
Sausage and cheese. I said,
Yep.
They stuffed it in there, and I'm like, because you really don't need breadcrumbs in the sausage. You're stuffing it in the cap. It's going to stay right there.
Ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
And then if you add Parmesan cheese to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And it did have Parmesan. It had Parmesan on top, which it had cheese in the sausage, and it was really good. And we stayed keto the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't beat it. I like it. I was good.
Raquel said, "Look at you, Tom, almost 1.2." Raquel, you talk about this stretch. I was 198. I was at 1198. I'm back to 1190. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get aggravated about that, but I like to know where the people are going. I like to know who it is. Honestly, I think they should tell you.
Yeah, they should. I don't think any one of them that many unsubscribed to me. I think it was you. You dropped them from me for some reason, and I don't understand why. I don't have anybody that's a bot subscribing to me. I've got people.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, you know what? We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, Mike, and I hope everybody goes over to see Jason. That's over at just Jason Keto. His live is coming up.
He's got a great channel. Please go over there. He's doing good.
Yeah,
he's got some good stuff. Definitely
does. Check him out. I mean, he's going to be talking about staying on plan, throughout the holidays. My point of view is this, okay? If you're going to go off, go do it. Enjoy yourself. But the whole idea is to make sure, okay, that you get back on track again. Because,
immediately afterwards, come back on it, because don't let that off-track day become that off-track week or that off-track month.
That's it. That's it.
Enjoy the day, move on. And don't think you're going to find some miracle cure.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to find a miracle cure. You're going to, you went off track, live with it, and everything will be great.
Raquel said she should be over 900 or the one she lost. I don't understand what it is, and they're not telling you. Like I said today, I was trying to set up merchandise on here, okay? And if they would told me in the beginning, this is going to take a couple days, I wouldn't expect maybe I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's crazy. It's completely crazy.
YouTube does not move fast for anything.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that they're not moving fast. The whole idea is that they're a business, okay, and they want people confused. More people on there, the more they're going to use your stuff. I mean, all of a sudden, Mike, that one I have with Egg Life, 10,400 views, okay, or 44 views on it, 10,444, okay. All of a sudden, that slowed down ever since I got monetized. all of a sudden it just went started dipping off. Yeah,
Well,
because they had. Go ahead.
you've heard of ramen kugel?
I think so.
It's a Jewish dish, and
Yeah.
it's with it being Hanukkah time, and I wanted to do this, and I don't know if it's going to work now that I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm gonna try to figure a way, and I want to use, instead of using ramen, use egg life wraps and make a kugel, because Jim over at Jim's Kitchen, he did a ramen kugel, and the traditional type, he did it that way, and I'm like, I can do this with the egg life wraps and have it be a egg life wrap kugel. Call it, keto kugel.
Yeah. I'm Christmas Eve day. I don't know. I don't if I'm going to do it live or not, but I'm going to be making the noodles that I made from Alan's recipe. I'm going to be doing that with some seafood in it, but yeah, I mean that would work out really good. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I hope it works. So
see, and I want to make another thing. I want to make is a keto knish.
There you go.
I got an idea of how I can do it. I got an idea how to do it. It's just a question of seeing if it'll work. It's just
on mail call I'm doing that. I was on with a Drunken Chef, and he did a giveaway for his I guess for his 1,000 and everything else like that. And it was the day of giving that he was doing. So, but anyway, I think Devil Dog won it too. He won one like I did. It looks like the chaffle maker, only it's not for the waffles. It's just plain. So
okay.
Little fish in the sea come up with these bread rounds that are made out of cauliflower. So that's what I'm going to be making. I'm going to be making them.
There you go.
Doing it like that. All right, everybody. I don't want to keep babbling on here. We're up a little past the 2-hour mark. If you can.
The other thing I want to tell you though about Drunken Chef, he did with his series Grillmas.
Yeah,
I am loving that series.
Yeah, it was good.
He came. Really he did. I'd had it before. He did arroz leche. I'm telling you, I got an idea to do it keto. I came up with an idea to do it keto, and I'm going to do it. I got all these ideas of things to do, and I got nothing to do it with now.
Here's what I like: tradition. I like everybody sticking to their tradition, okay, and showing other people what the traditions are. I mean, nothing better than that whatsoever. So,
yep. And I'm loving this Grillmas series. That thing is great.
It's like we had Marie, Italian. I grew up with all Italians. We're Irish, so I mean, we have our stuff with the ham and everything else like that. But I enjoy.
You come from the Dublin part of Italy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I like about you, Mike. You pay attention, bro. Too funny. All right, guys, we're gonna pack it up. I appreciate everybody coming in, and
everybody take care. Time. Love y'all. Go see Jason.
Everybody have a merry Christmas, and we'll be talking to you. Take from there, Mike. I'll be in touch with you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. All righty, take care.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
It would help if I ended the broadcast, right? End the broadcast.